It's time to enter the world of real estate in Oahu with Hawaii.
Home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Well, hey, everybody, this is Attilio. I want to talk to you about my favorite podcast, the host, Shankar Badantan.
Wait, I thought our podcast was your favorite podcast.
Nah, it's boring. No, I'm just kidding. Well, anyway, yeah.
Your second favorite podcast.
Second favorite podcast. No, this is my favorite podcast called Hidden Brain. Shankar Vedantan is the host, and what he interviews, I like it because he interviews like psychologists or research scientists on particular topics. It's not the typical, things that you see on social media that are some knucklehead's opinion and anecdotal. He's actually, and his questions are great. So one of them he talked about, and here's the lesson. Did you know there's this like super mean person that's in your life every day that affects your relationships, your job, your career, your success, all the aspects of your life that make you whole and happy? This super mean person is in your life. Would you have a guess of who I'm talking about?
Yourself.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your kids. No, I'm just kidding.
Yourself.
It's yourself.
You're like your own worst critic.
The inner dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
And so this psychologist did a study that worked with people, like 3 different groups she put them in. And these were like Harvard graduates or Yale graduates that have a high expectation. They feel that they're very smart. And they had one group, just take the test. Doesn't matter what your results are, go for it. And then he had a second group that actually all 3 groups took the test, didn't really put too much effort into it. But the difference between one of the 2 groups is that one of them, she said, I want you to focus on the mindset that you're going to do real well on the next test. And then they didn't give that instructions to one group. And here is the quantitative data. The group that was given that advice did well better on the test because they also were tracking how much they studied. So the people that had the positive inner dialogue actually studied more. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like some woo-woo stuff like, I'm awesome and I like myself. No, you had to put the work into it, but it was supported by the inner dialogue and it wasn't beating up themselves so much. And think about it. Think about your thoughts when you have failure. Is it something that you're like, no big deal, life is about failing forward and we'll come back, we have a learning opportunity here? Or you're like, boom, 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 like Mike Tyson, bah, 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 boom, boom, and you're terrible. And man, what a loser. You don't know what you're doing. I told you you would fail at that. Which one of those is your inner dialogue? And the science proves that if you have a positive inner dialogue, the outcomes in your lives are going to be much better.
Well, I would say that for most, that second dialogue is what happens. However, if you've gone through some of the training, like we talked with Ha'aheo last week with PSI, you learn about how to, change that, the
workshop of the mind
and that dialogue and how you speak to yourself.
Yeah. They're actually, you know what I talk about it. What's neat about PSI is they give you the tangible exercises that you can do to improve that inner dialogue, which translate into, the tangible successes in your external world. Mm-hmm. I think maybe you should go to the class, people. That's what do you think? And by the way, if you hear anything from 3 different independent resources like, oh, you should read this book. Oh, you should look at this TED Talk. That's the universe telling you pay attention. If you're spiritual, that's God telling you, hello, maybe you should check it out. So I hope that we're number 3 source telling you about PSI.
Number 2 or number 3?
No, number 3, because now you got to go.
Well, I'm number 2, number 3.
There
so
you
there's
go.
2 of us.
Okay.
So at least twice from us.
Go to PSI. It's worth it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So Some real estate or you?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about a tool that we have on our website. So if you go to teamlally.com, you can find out instantly what your home is worth without having to talk to anyone. And we can also provide an offer that we can close on in 12 to 14 days, unlock that equity, do some rehabs, and then we share in the profits.
Yeah.
So there's some interesting programs that we have, or different programs for different needs.
Yeah.
So just go check it out because we're rolling out new things all the time.
Now we have a full-on marketing program, so that it it's funny because when we share it with clients, like all these different things that we do to prepare your home for sale, market analysis, all of the marketing, all the communication,
all the project management,
all the team members that we have to help to manage the individual aspects of a home sale. What do they start worrying about?
They start worrying like, how much is this going to cost?
Yeah. Is it extra?
Are you guys, since you're doing all these extra things that we never heard of that realtors do you guys charge more?
And we do. No, we don't.
No.
We don't charge any more differently than any other average realtor charges. But the difference is the exceptional level of service and the maximizing of the sale price of your home. That's the difference.
And the reduction of the stress.
Yeah. Now, don't take our word for it. Our goal is to get 500 reviews.
I think we're quickly approaching that.
At warp speed.
We were like at 475.
475 reviews. I think 4.9.
4.9 rating.
Out of 5.
Yeah, not too bad.
So we are the valedictorian of real estate reviews. And so don't take our word for it. Go on there and check out the many reviews from our happy clients. And you know what? Let's get real. Go check out the 1-star ones.
Like Cosmic Bunny.
Yeah, like Cosmic Bunny, and see how we responded.
Well, Cosmic Bunny did not like our hiring process. And speaking of hiring process, we do have a career night coming up.
Yeah.
So check that out.
HawaiiCareerNight.com is where they can go. And what's going to happen?
They can sign up and find out more about what to expect during this. It's about 1 hour, 1.5. Like you can stay after and ask more questions.
Yeah.
But it's going to be in Kapolei in person at the Keller Williams office, which is like right next to Doroku in Kapolei.
Doroku in Kapolei, if you know where that is. And here's the other great news. We're going to cover 4 things with you. Number 1, we're going to teach you what kind of money you need to spend to get into the real estate, what kind of money you need to invest to get into the real estate business. Number 2, we're going to tell you what kind of time, what kind of schooling, licensing requirements. Number 3, we're going to talk about all the different careers.
The different roles
that there are
within the real estate industry.
Back of the house. And then the 4th one is we are going to be sharing with you the meaning of life.
Sign me up.
So come on down. If you're like, I wonder why am I here? What is my purpose? Come to our Hawaii Career Night and we'll tell you.
Okay, that is some big build up there.
Laura's like, what? Because Laura is our president. She's going to be doing Career Night. I won't be around. That's why I can make those bold statements.
October 10th from 6 to 7. So HawaiiCareerNight.com.
Yeah, we do it every other month, something like that, maybe once a quarter. But, we're always willing to sit down with anybody that's wanting to take a look at the process. And if you want to not wait till Career Night and get going, just go to jointeamlally.com. And we're always looking for, by the way, if you own a business, and Adrienne, in a business, does it make sense for a business to have ideal team players?
Yeah.
And what are the 3 factors of an ideal team player?
That they would be humble, hungry, and smart.
So here's the deal, business owners. I call it the stranger effect, but you can talk about stuff to your staff and your employees, and they're like, yeah. And then I come in and say the exact same thing in a training session, and they're like, that totally makes sense. Same thing with your kids, right? It's called the stranger effect. So what I do is I offer a free 1-hour training, and here's what it looks like. You come into your business, and where am I getting this information? I'm just making it up.
Yes, you're making it up. Yeah. No, it's from a book
called
The Ideal Team Player,
written by
Patrick Lencioni.
He's a corporate trainer. He's been in hundreds of organizations, all industries, and he discovered that these 3 factors were present in the ideal team player roles for people within these companies that were successful. And I come in and do an exercise where they'll do a self-evaluation to see which of those that they may be lacking in and need some improvement. And then do another exercise where we have the staff rate the direct reports or management to see where they may be lacking in and need improvement.
And then where have you done this training, Attilio? What companies?
Well, I've done it with
Kilauea Pest.
John Speed. Thank you so much for allowing me to come to your annual or
your training,
biannual training. So I did that session with them. Done it in our own team. I've done it with Keller Williams.
I think that you've even done like some little tidbits with Salem Media.
Salem Media did parts of it. Oh, I did it at Habilitat.
We got to come back.
Do an update.
Yes.
Did it at Habilitat in Kaneohe for the organization. They thought that was awesome. And speaking of awesome, we have
Jodie Tonga, the mortgage genius, with her mortgage tip of the week.
Hey, Jodie, what you got for us?
Hey, just wanted to give you guys an update on, really quick, interest rates.
Yeah.
And then we can talk a little bit about self-employed buyers. But today rates went up. Last time we talked, we had seen some improvement, and it was kind of nice. It was like the first improvement in about 3 weeks. And now there was some more economic data, and it's basically the Fed is saying, inflation is not improving as much as needed. And just because of that sentiment, so there was no change. It's not like the Fed met and they were like, okay, we're going to raise the overnight rate right now today, because they're not meeting right now.
Yeah.
But because this data came out and because the Fed made that commentary, they were like, we don't like where inflation is. Like, we're not comfortable with it. It should have improved more. And just because of that commentary, rates adjusted.
Wow.
So it was kind of, it's not, like I said, oftentimes there are knee-jerk reactions. So the market could be having a knee-jerk reaction to the Fed kind of making that statement. Mm-hmm. And so tomorrow we might see a little bit of give back, but the difference between yesterday and today is about 0.25% in rate across the board, which is kind of a lot.
Yeah.
So when are they going to make their next comments? And hopefully the rates will just start to creep back down.
Mm-hmm. So we don't know when they're going to make their next comments, but we do know that they're going to be meeting in the next week and a half.
Gotcha.
Well, hopefully some positive comments will come out of that meeting
from Mr. Powell.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need some positive commentary. It's an interesting predicament to be in, because a lot of buyers are kind of saying, when's it going to give it? And we don't really get it. Like, how come the market's not coming down?
Yeah. I was having my electric BMW, and it's not the fancy one. It's that small one that looks like an egg, and we have it wrapped in case you see it around town. But we're having a service, so I was picking it up from Kainoa. And when I meet with people, and one of the questions I always ask people as I'm out and about is just, oh, by the way, do you own your own home? And there's only one of two answers. What is it, Jodie?
No.
Or yes?
Not yet.
And bingo, Jodie got it, because they'll say no.
She knows.
And I said the better answer is not yet. And he's probably in his 30s, early 40s. Maybe could be younger. Sorry, Kainoa. And then he's got a wife and kids and doesn't own his own place. And I just said, not yet. And I just said, don't worry about the interest rates and this and that. Because you've said it before, we date the interest rates, but we marry the real estate. But just buy something.
Just get your foot in the door.
Just get your foot in the door. And by the way, here's my suggestion for Federal Chairman Powell. I think his next comments, he should do it in the form of a rap.
Or what he should do it in pidgin.
He's gonna start off like this. He's gonna go, give me a beat, and then just do it. And then that way, good or bad, people are like in a good mood, and they won't be like, oh, it's terrible. No, but I think that's what he should do with it. That would be my suggestion.
Okay, well, we'll send that in.
And Jodie, talk about it one more time before we let you go. That family program, because I think that was something that Adrienne was like, wow, we didn't know about that. The family program.
Yes, family opportunity mortgage.
Yes.
And it can be called a lot of different things. Other, lenders can come up with their own like snazzy name. But it's basically if you're going to be buying a property for your parents and they're going to occupy the property, you can buy another property and still basically get primary residence benefits. Meaning
Nice.
when you're buying a primary residence, you get to have a lower interest rate, you get to do a lower down payment, and you get to have lower property taxes.
Awesome.
And this
Take care of mom and
applies if you are buying a home for your parents or if you have like a special needs
Child.
Yeah. Right?
Correct.
What an awesome program.
What about Rotten Kids? They have a Rotten Kids program?
Unfortunately, no.
Fortunately, no. But anywho.
Well, thank you, Jodie, for always bringing value and this information.
That's why she's a mortgage genius.
That's right.
Jodie, next time you come on the show, your tip of the week, you have to wrap it.
Oh, man.
Get outside of your comfort zone.
I'm throwing the challenge
Definitely.
down. Jodie, the mortgage rapper.
Thank you,
But
Jodie.
then we might get a cease and desist, like Zach did.
I know you guys are highly regulated, and that would be fun. And the mortgage banking industry is like, we don't like fun things.
Yeah, they're like, that's too much fun. None of that.
None of that. All right, thank you so much,
Thank
Jodie.
you. So that was Jodie, the
Bye,
mortgage genius. You can find out about her and her team by going to teamlally.com, and it's on the resource tab. She's an expert we trust.
Yeah. All right. Oh, next up,
Bradley.
we got Bradley.
From Allstate Insurance, another expert that we trust.
Insurance pictures of this house. I don't want you to think I'm a burglar.
Hey.
Hello?
Hey, Bradley.
Hey, how's it going?
What's you in the middle of breaking into someone's home? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm taking some pictures of a house.
But
okay, tip of the week.
yes.
So with a lot of changes in our industry, underwriting is getting really tough. So I got a lot of realtors giving me a call to talk to their teams about what's going on with the industry. So right now, and also we're still writing policies, but I do notice that a lot of people are getting dropped by their current carriers, either because they had prior claims, or they have old roofs. And once that occurs, it's very, very difficult to place these policies. There's a couple of things going on. The roof ages, if the roof is over 20 years old, a lot of carriers are shying away from insuring these homes.
Oh, wow.
I just had lunch with my sister over the weekend, and she's a teacher up in the Mililani area, and she was saying on how a lot of people got free roofs over the last 2 years from these storms. And they were very happy the insurance company gave them free roofs. But what happens is they all got dropped.
Ooh.
And to get insurance with a claim within 3 years, it's very, very, very difficult. So my tip of the week is when you do have these claims, sit down with your insurance agent and balance out the pros and the cons. Do we file a claim? Do we not file a claim? What are the repercussions if this claim does go through? Because I'm sitting down with people and we're walking through the process, and some of them say, this $3,000 claim that I could fix the roof might not be worthwhile filing.
Yeah.
Or this water damage that's $2,000 in damages and I got $1,000 deductible. Might not be worthwhile filing, because if I do get dropped by my carrier, will I be able to get insurance? So that's a big question to ask your insurance agent.
It'll be more
So
expensive.
how does that work, Bradley? That seems really odd that you're paying for insurance and it's there in case of
it's a business decision on the part of the insurance company.
Then they pay out the claim and then they're like, okay, well, we don't want to be in business with you anymore.
Yeah.
Is that,
Yeah, so
How does that
and
work?
It's interesting because just now in the parking lot, there's a bro. I won't use specific carriers because I could be in that same situation someday. But this one broker was telling me, "Oh, I just filed a claim and my company just dropped me." He goes, "Granted, it was a big $47,000 claim, but I got dropped, and now he's finding difficulty as a broker placing his insurance. So it is something that's going on, and his friend said the same thing. Why don't I have insurance? I can't file it. And claim when I do have a loss. So I said, you can. Because some of our insurers thinks that it's coming out of my pocket, so I don't want them to file a claim. So it's a big myth. The money doesn't come out of the agent's pocket. It comes from the carrier. So as for an agent, I don't mind if you file a claim and we pay out. It comes from the company, but we want to make sure that you understand the pros and cons that can come out if you do file a claim.
So there's always a risk after filing any claim, whether it's like from an accident, car accident, or a windstorm for your roof, that the insurance carrier, when it's time for renewal, they're like, we're not renewing you.
Well, and the things that people got to understand is, Bradley, you are an agent for Allstate, but Allstate is the carrier, is the main corporate company, and so that decision is made above your head, and you're just trying to give them a heads up. That's it.
And so this is a perfect example. I'm up in Aya Heights right now, and I got to take pictures of the home. They want to see the condition of the home. They want to see what the roof looks like, because the carriers now are getting so tight with their underwriting guidelines.
Yeah, conservative. Yeah.
So I'm out here every day now taking pictures. They want to see when the roof was redone. They want to know if I have a permit pulled, if we're going to redo it. So it's a lot harder to place these policies now.
That's good to know.
And it's good to have someone like Bradley on your side who's, hands-on. He's out there
giving you the straight skinny
during the moment of truth, should you need the insurance. And, we know that that's not the case for everybody. But we do know personally that's what Bradley does, because he's helped us many times.
Thanks, Bradley.
And go ahead.
Well,
I want to, since it's still on the same subject. And this is not to scare people. It's just to be transparent, with the industry. But here's one more example. Sorry, I don't want to beat the dead, keep going on and on. But there's a older couple that was with Hartford. We think of Hartford. They take care of the elderly people. They had two unfortunate toilet bowl overflows. This year, 2023, and then the fires occurred. So there's two claims. The roof was 40 years old, in great condition, and nobody wanted to insure them from the surplus lines carriers. Surplus lines means they'll take the people that are high risk. One person quoted $9,200 with a roof exclusion and a $25,000 deductible.
Wow!
Does the toilet bowl overflow?
They were insured with Hartford for 42 years.
Wow! He said a toilet bowl overflow.
Twice.
Yeah, twice. The toilet bowl overflowed twice. Unfortunate. Two different toilets. You can't control that, so I understand. And they weren't with me, and I was trying so hard because the lady was so nice. But that's what we're dealing with, and it's like there's no empathy, and it was very difficult. So, I was able to climb up on this 2-story roof, show them that the roof was in good standing. The house was totally remodeled. And the carrier did take them, other than surplus lines, but there's still a $25,000 deductible, but they're going to cover the roof.
Good. Okay.
But they're going to have to go through underwriting again next year. So they'll take the policy, because with the loan, you have to have insurance.
Okay.
No insurance, no loan. So Bradley is a key part of the equation. So thank you,
Bradley.
Thank you, Bradley, with your tip of the week.
You.
Okay.
Hey, Bradley with Allstate Insurance. You can find them on the resource tab of teamlally.com.
All right. Next up, we got Jake from Skyta Roofing and Solar. Jake, are you there?
Aloha from Maui. Yeah.
Aloha.
I am here.
What you up to?
Well, the tip of the week is going a little bit to our friends out here in Maui. And for those of you love the Team Maui page, how you guys have Lahaina Strong out there, Maui Strong, and all the resources. I love what Bradley was saying on the insurance claims. We just got off the phone because right now there's just so many homes that are needing to be having new roofs, having the insides cleaned. And we know that many people who are listening have families out there. And so many of them are asking, like, well, my neighbor's home got burned down. Like, that's worth the claim. Is this worth the claim? So the tip of the week is, if you don't know if there are damages on your house, especially on your roof, and you don't know if there was insurance-worthy claim damage, to give us a call, because we're the experts that can come out, assess your roof, see if there were things that the fire or that wind came out. And there's been tons of windstorms in Oahu as well. And this is just a very windy time. So there's many of these claims that are getting passed. This is a no-fault state here in Hawaii, which means that rates can't go up because of something like wind, right? And so homeowners who have damage on their roof, even if their house didn't burn down, need to call. We've currently had, just in this last week, we've had 3 customers that have been ecstatic. They've been like, oh my gosh, we've tried so many other times to get roof claims come through for us, and they haven't. But right now, because the wind was so bad, because of the Lahaina fire, we've written over $75,000. Insurance has helped write over $75,000 worth of checks, about $25,000 for each one of the 3 homes we were working with. So nice. $25,000 per home for these homes to get brand new roofs, all covered by insurance, which is just an awesome blessing in the midst of a terrible time for these homeowners. And many of them had no idea that. They're like, oh man, it's just a couple shingles, have uncle get up there, fix it, and pound in a couple nails to be pow. But right now it is, you have the opportunity. If you want to look, call us, have us come out. We're happy to help, and we fight on your behalf.
Directly with the insurance carriers
language. So we fight on your behalf. We do all the paperwork, expedite the process, and make it super simple for you to get coverage and not get dropped by your insurance. So
give Jake a call. He's trilingual. He speaks American, Pidgin, and insurance.
and that is super important. Just knowing how to present it and what to say. And I know that you and your team have helped many homeowners with including Attilio and myself. With some roof claims and the insurance
on a house we were rehabbing in Kunia. So right there by the Walmart.
Yeah, so he's an expert on this insurance stuff with the roof. So
thank you, Jake.
Connect up with them. Thank you, Jake.
Thank you. You bet. Aloha from Maui.
All right, give Jake a call. He's like the Spider-Man of roofs.
Yep. So you can find all their information by going to the resource tab on teamlally.com. So connect up with them with Skyta Construction, Roofing, and Solar.
Go to our experts, our trust. We're going to take a break.
We are, but stay with us. When we come back, we'll be talking with Geena Akahoshi of American Floor and Home. We're going to talk about products and services that they provide and what makes them stand out from other flooring and home remodeling companies.
So stay with us.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. To sell your home on time for the most money, you need a sharp agent with a marketing strategy that creates the most demand. Bottom line, you need a partner willing to put their own money on the line for you. In Hawaii, I would hire Adrienne, Lally, and Attilio Leonardi. Their marketing strategy is so effective that if your home doesn't sell on terms you agree to, Team Lally will buy it. Partner with the team I trust. Go online or call and get your home sold.
Tired of waiting 2-3 months to finalize your home loan or refinance? Jodie Tonga and her team at Pacific Rim Mortgage have a turn time of 30 days or less by processing your loans locally.
Take advantage of today's low interest rates by calling our good friend Jodie Tonga of Pacific Rim Mortgage. Her personal cell is 488-5510. That's 488-5510.
Hey, Adrienne, guess what?
What, Attilio?
Jodie has a huge secret.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
I can tell you.
Yes, you can.
Okay, here it is. Jodie has a free home buying guide that reveals insider tips others may not want you to know.
Wow, how do I get this free home buying guide?
Easy. Just go to her website, pacificrim.com. That's PAC or PACRIMMTG.com.
I see the free home buyer guide has valuable information that can help me avoid mistakes and could cost me tens of thousands of dollars over the lifetime of my loan.
Yes. So check out their site. That's pacificrim.com, or give her a call at 488-5510. That's 488-5510. What's the website?
It's PAC, P-A-C, RIM, R-I-M, mortgage, MTG.com. Hawaii, NMLS ID 1032554.
If you're looking for an outstanding insurance agent that will personally help you during the moment of truth, we recommend Bradley Maruyama with Allstate Insurance.
So, Attilio, what do you mean by the moment of truth?
Well, the best insurance is the insurance you never have to use. But we know that's not how life works. So when life happens, you can count on Bradley and his team to exceed your expectations for your insurance needs.
Keep in mind that when buying a home, the cost of home insurance should be taken into consideration. I trust Bradley with my own personal home, so you should give him a call. Call Bradley with Allstate Insurance at 591-8016.
Welcome back, and thanks for listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. I'm Adrienne.
And I'm Attilio.
If you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596, or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Our guest today is a client advisor at the American Floor and Home. She graduated with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering and has her PE license.
After 4 years of working as a consultant, Geena decided to bring her construction knowledge to American Floor and Home's general contracting division. She went into home remodeling to help her client's dream become a reality. Please welcome today's guest, Geena Akahoshi.
I think it's Akahoshi.
Akahoshi.
Geena, is it Akahashi or Akahoshi?
It's Akahoshi, but no worries. Hi, guys.
Hello. Welcome to the show.
You say it like a samurai. Oh, Akahoshi. Like a sumo wrestler.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. You have the voice perfect for a sumo wrestler. No. You have no sumo wrestler voice in you. More like Tinkerbell.
No, it's more like, she's that consultant voice.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, very educated. So, Geena, what is American Floor and Home? Tell us about the company.
Yeah, so American Floor and Home, formerly American Carpet One, I think everyone is almost familiar with our old name. We're a locally owned and employee-owned flooring and home remodel design center. This year, we're actually celebrating 50 years since the start. Yeah, so super exciting. As you guys mentioned, we specialize in flooring, but we also have a general contracting division. So we do mostly interior remodels for kitchen and bathroom.
Mm. So very good.
So Geena, what else? I mean, besides you guys being around for so long, what makes the American Floor and Home unique?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that makes us unique is that we're an employee-owned company. So all of our employees, from myself to our installers, which are all in-house installers as well, we're all part employee owners. So we really take pride in the work that we do because it's all of our companies. We really want to make sure that our customers are satisfied and that we do the job correct and we do it correct the first time. So that's one really unique advantage about us. But we're also a nationally co-op. So we're part of the Carpet One co-op. So that means we have national buying power to make sure that our clients get the best products at the best prices as well. So we're part of the Carpet One co-op. We have 3 warehouses on island. So we also have over 3 million square feet of flooring in stock ready to go.
Yeah.
So all of that just makes,
Yeah, I remember when they was doing Raiders of the Lost Ark and it was putting the Ark away. It was in you guys' warehouse. It was the scene. But
so you guys have a lot more inventory than
the big box.
The big boxes. We actually had a client that we were visiting with, and he has his installer did not install his floor correctly, and he needs to get some new pieces to make it look nice. And he's like, I went to these big box places and they don't have the match. And we immediately said, well, you got to go to American Floor and Home. They have the most inventory. They're going to be able to help you get that matching flooring.
Yeah, because I think even he said the other company was out of business.
Yeah, something like that. Go check them out. They'll be able to help. You guys just have so much inventory.
Yeah, we get those clients all the time who are just looking for either, a couple pieces or, some odds and ends that we're able to help out. So not just the flooring, but, anything for the home, we can make sure that they're able to get right away.
Yep. So talk about what you guys got any hot products? Maybe Monopoly flavored countering
or any big sales that are going on that our listeners need to know about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So of course, we have lots of, waterproof flooring, carpet, but we actually just got in turf. So super exciting. We're kind of moving outside of the house now. Oh, wow. And we're able to install turf for the yard, so we can actually landscape. Yeah, so you have to deal with pulling out the weeds and watering the grass every day. You can make all your neighbors jealous and have some really nice, very realistic looking turf in your yard. So barbecues, parties, anything like that.
And don't be surprised if the local Papuana team is practicing plays in the front yard.
So Geena, how do you clean up the turf, or maintain it? What's
it's like drainage, right? Yeah. Tell us more.
So basically, it's kind of like carpet for the outside.
Yeah.
There's drainage holes and all of that, but the only thing you need to do to maintain turf is to infill it with special, almost like gravel. Mm-hmm. You just pour that on every couple of years. Just depends on the wear and tear, and you rake it through to make the grass kind of stand up nicely. But the infill is pretty much the only maintenance you need. So instead of having, a yard guy come out once a month and then watering or having your sprinkler system, all you need is a couple bags of infill every few years.
Yeah.
Or even if you have a spot in your yard that the grass won't grow because of the shading or, whatever, that would be a perfect spot to have the turf.
Yeah. Turf is like the Newman to the landscapers. They're going down the road. Oh, I can pick up another customer. Turf.
I know. Yeah. So turf is really exciting, but of course, we have in stock kitchen cabinets for all of our projects. So we have a dedicated warehouse for that. Laminate has been kind of coming back too. So waterproof laminate has been really popular. We've been seeing a lot of the trends on the mainland. So of course, Hawaii's going to fall within the next few years. I think that's another one to look out for too. The visuals.
Now, Geena, speaking of really visual, on your guys' on your website, can our viewer or our listeners can they go and take a picture of their space and get a visual? Tell us a little bit about that tool.
Yeah,
because I love that. That's my favorite thing on your site.
Yes,
I know, mine too. So color room visualizer. On our website, if you look at either the final planks or even some of the carpets that we have, what you can do is you can upload a picture of your space, so your living room or your bedroom, and then you can play around with the different colors they have, and that way you can see what the space looks like with the new flooring. So it's really cool to just kind of help visualize everything, because it's so hard for people to visualize with just a small piece.
Yeah.
Just looking at it in the whole room really makes a big difference and get people excited.
I think the colors, but then also the things you don't even think about. Which direction do I want the flooring to
pattern.
be in?
Exactly.
And it does, then you can actually see how it's going to look and make an informed decision.
Yeah, and Geena's also helping couples get in shape, because you can take a picture of your husband, send it to her. She'll put him through the visualizer and this is the husband I have and this is the husband I want. And then you give it to him and then you can sign him up at the gym.
You get the before and afters, yeah.
Maybe the gym should have the husband visualizer. But
this is the home visualizer. To remodel your room. And then so Geena, it sounds like you also can sit down with the clients and kind of advise them.
Showroom.
You interview them and you advise them, because there's just so many products and so much to do. It can be a little overwhelming. Mm-hmm. Tell us about that process.
Yeah, so as client advisors, we're there for our customers every step of the way. So as soon as they step foot into our showroom, we'll ask them questions, ask
them if they have any installation pictures, help them pick products, help them through installation and even after installation, how to take care of the products that they choose. So you really do have a whole team behind you when you work with us.
Yeah.
Now, like with, this whole process and the projects, what kind of warranties do you guys offer on the flooring and the installation?
Well, materials and labor. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. So materials just depends on what you choose. You have anywhere from 10 years to lifetime. So there's some really great materials out there. And then for labor, we either have lifetime on our carpet installations or 1 year on, like a vinyl or like a home remodel project. But, even if it's past the 1 year mark, we always have clients who come in and they call in, 10, 15 years after their installation. We'll always help them out.
Yeah.
Again, we've been around for 50 years and we have a showroom, so we're not going anywhere.
And then, Geena, with the manufacturer's warranties on the floor, can you explain to our listeners why it's so important to have that proper installation by a professional installation team?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, if there is any issues with the floors, the first thing that you're going to do is talk to the manufacturer. But we have some really great relationships with some big names on the mainland. So as soon as they hear that we installed the floor, they know, okay, like
it was done
they
properly.
Did it right. So, exactly. That really helps just streamline the process. Makes it a lot easier for the customers, so they're not calling you on a 1-800 number, speaking to, like robots or chats or whatnot. They can come directly to us and we'll take care of it and go straight to the manufacturer.
Yeah. So they're like, for help with your warranty,
exactly.
Number 37, press number 30, and then you just keep going on and on and on. But you guys are here, local.
And then you're on the phone.
They have a great reputation.
Mm-hmm.
So, like the manufacturers are not going to question, was this floor, did they follow the proper protocol
for installation?
Yeah.
So you're not on the phone waiting for an hour to actually speak to a person, right?
Yeah.
So we have a whole team here again to help with our customers.
I think it's important too to have a professional, experienced installation company and team like you guys, because Adrienne and I, it's not like we have a business where we just see our home. No, we see tons of homes. We've done, 1,600 transactions. We've been in a lot of homes. And I will tell you, the number one thing I see with the people that cut corners on the floor installation is the stuff coming up, bubbles, and then
it's uneven.
And one that we had, they had mold.
Oh, that was a big one.
That was a big one. And so, that kind of stuff is something that you got to pay attention to, because it wasn't, I don't even know how they found the mold. I mean, it got to the point where it was like everywhere, and they were doing something.
And the occupants were like getting sick and stuff from the.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
So I know that you guys come in, you do a proper. It's a lot of the work is in preparing the subflooring.
And then I think that we had even called American Floor and Home and asked like, what is the proper way to do this? Because like we have an issue here.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. So you guys educate your customers on what the process is.
Yeah. So awesome.
Yeah. A lot of people aren't aware. So we have brochures, information, all of that for our customers. Even contractors, they come in, they ask us how to install the floors properly. So we definitely think educating our customers and installers on island is very important to make sure that the products they get from us perform the way they're supposed to perform.
You guys even have pictures of it.
Install.
Even have pictures of it on your website.
Yeah.
AmericanFloorandHome.com, and it says proper installation. So it's like shows you step by step. This is what should be happening. This is what you can expect.
Yeah, I think the challenge is most people would go on YouTube and it's some baboos from Kentucky installing a floor in not even the type of environment that we have here in Hawaii.
Exactly. Hawaii's so different. Hawaii's so much more difficult.
Yeah. We have a completely different environment, humidity, just the way that our construction is completed here. So it's good to have a local owned company, because I guarantee most times, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the people that are coming out, it's not a subcontractor, it's an employee.
These are employees that are part of,
And they're the boss.
That's right.
Because they're employee owned. They're like, I need to talk to your boss. And they're like, you got him. What's up?
I am the boss.
I am the boss. You're not the boss of me. Yes, I am the boss of you. That's what Adrienne tells me. She's the boss of me. I said, you're not the boss of me. But anyway, the positive,
let's talk about the financing options because I know like home remodeling can be,
it's not inexpensive, but it is an investment.
Yeah. So there's homeowners can do a home equity line of credit, but like maybe they don't want to do that. Like what kind of other options would they have to help for
financing options?
Yeah, finance these upgrades.
Yeah. So we do personal loans. We have shorter term interest-free loans. And I know you mentioned a line of credit. So we actually do work with American Savings Bank. We partner with them to open up HELOCs for our clients as well.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Wait, so you have an interest-free loan, kind of like what Attilio and I do. We do this $10K for upgrade. So we front about 10. Yeah. So with this interest-free loan, how long is it? How quick is it?
Yeah. So it's through Synchrony Homes. So I believe they work with a few other retailers like Inspiration and furniture places, but it's usually it's like 1 year, so 12 months interest-free loan.
Nice.
So it makes it super easy for customers to do either smaller projects or help finance bigger projects. Maybe they can add on that extra room or get that little nicer carpet with the interest-free loan. So it's a really great tool. We have, again, some longer personal loans, so anywhere from 2, 3, 4, 5 years if they need a little bit longer options, and then HELOC with American Savings Bank as well.
Nice. And talk about your reviews. I understand you guys have a lot of positive reviews. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah. So we're super, super proud to have over 900 reviews on Google and 200 reviews on Yelp.
Yeah.
So lots of people, the number one thing in our reviews is going to be the installation. So
nice.
Our installers do such a great job and leave such a great lasting impact with our clients. And they're always super happy with the work. Yeah. So if you want some nice before afters, some inspiration, definitely check out Google and Yelp for some testimonials.
Yeah, I saw
because are they posting pictures of the before and after?
Yeah, a lot of clients like to post pictures of the after. Yeah, so sometimes we'll see like your products. I want that one in my house.
You know what? I just popped on a couple of reviews, but I like the comments that say like, because my pet peeve is like, you do a good install job, but like, I like the people that come to my house and they're like super courteous of like with the shoes. And then if the work goes over to the next day of cleaning up. And
yeah, definitely.
Because when I replaced the carpet in my house, I found one plate lunch and one passion orange drink.
Oh my gosh.
Well, wasn't like hot and wasn't like beef teriyaki ready to go and ice cold drink, but it was flat.
Smushed. Yeah.
Like, okay, we know you guys had lunch break, but I mean that was new construction, so
at least clean it up. Yeah.
Big. But that no way it was you guys. But I'm just saying that I can't imagine that's
ever going to happen.
Experience with you guys ever, because you guys are so, with people being with the company for a long time, and it's not, these people have a lot. And it says something that when you have people that are employees that are doing this and they're directly connected to the reputation for themselves as well as the company, that they're going to take pride in their work and do a good job.
Exactly. Yeah. It's, again, everyone's company. So we really want to make sure all of our clients are happy from the moment they walk into the door to, as they're maintaining their new floors as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So Geena, you guys have a pretty huge showroom down on Sand Island. Maybe explain to our listeners
what can they see?
What can they see, and how do they get there?
So super easy to find. If you're coming down Nimitz, you'll see one of our warehouses on the corner. Take a right on Sand Island, and then you'll see our showroom. There's lots of parking in the front, so that's a really great bonus. But you can see our floors, cabinets, countertops, windows, turf, everything. And one of our client advisors will be more than happy to take you through our showroom, give you a little tour. You can even see our warehouse space too.
You guys just finished remodeling
showroom.
The showroom.
Yeah.
So you can come check out their remodel.
Yeah. We're still kind of in the process of moving some stuff around, but there's been a lot of changes within the past few years. Yeah. So clients who come in, they say, wow, there's a lot of new stuff going on, but really exciting.
Yeah. If you're in the parking lot and you see one guy sweeping up stuff, that's the boss because it's employee owned. And because they're going to take pride in that. And you guys are out at Sand Island. Go take a look at the showroom. I think a lot of people, with the technology that you have, you create great opportunities for people to visualize what it would look like, right? Because it's always different once you have it installed. They're like, well, but they're going to be happy from the beginning because you help manage the expectation going in.
With the room visualizer.
Yeah. And I can even go through that with my clients. They bring some pictures. We can play around with that in the showroom too. So, yeah, lots of options.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Was there anything, Geena, that you wanted to touch on that we did not, talk about with American Floor and Home?
Yeah, no, thank you guys so much for having me. I think we touched on a lot of really great points. I definitely want to, again, just highlight 50 years in the business. So I'm super happy that, our clients have kept us in business for 50 years, and we're excited for the next 50 to serve.
Well, what we like to always tell our Team Lally listeners that if you are ever visiting a business that's a sponsor of the Team Lally show, as soon as you walk in the front door, you're going to go, choo-hoo! The Team Lally show sent me.
I love that.
Can somebody help me, please? Where's Geena? So if you're like somewhere else in the showroom and you hear a loud choo-hoo, they came to you from the Team Lally show. Or call the police.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Yes. Thank you, Geena, for calling in.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So that was Geena with American Floor and Home. You can find out all about them by going to our resource tab on teamlally.com and click on that link. They have the American Floor and Home website has so many useful resources and tools.
Hey, if you're in Waipahu on Puhi Street, if that word was on Wheel of Fortune, that's a lot of U's. Puhi Street, 1, 2, 3 U's in that one. Jack, can I buy 3 U's? So Pupu'u Street in Waipahu. It's what is it? I think it's like a little over $1 million, totally renovated, corner lot.
And then there's some kind of interest rate.
Oh yeah, fixed interest rate. The seller has some connection with Chase Lending, 5.49% for 30 years.
Wow.
What? 5.49% for 30 years. So go to teamlally.com, check out our listings.
All right. Well, thank you for listening, and thank you to our sponsors.
Jodie and Derek of Pacific Rim Mortgage.
Bradley with Allstate Insurance.
Kenji with Pillar House Home Inspections.
John with Kilaway Pest Control.
Duke with Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Kyle with Impact Wealth Solutions.
Robinson with Fine Line Paintworks.
Chastity of American Floor and Home.
I think that's Geena. Jake with Skyta Construction, Roofing, and Solar.
Oh, Ryan with Zero Res Hawaii.
Amphi with Estate Planning Group for your trust.
And Jeff with the Loan Depot.
If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, just go to teamlally.com.
We also want to give a big thank you to Leah Rodriguez, our producer here in the studio.
Chee-hoo!
Make sure to tune in next week. We'll have an awesome guest talking about something that'll change your life
forever. This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed
Sold program. If you can't sell your home at the agreed upon price in our time frame, we'll have it bought for cash.
Thanks and aloha.
The preceding program was sponsored by Team Lally.